There was just an attack the other day, this weekend, in Roanoke, Virginia, where authorities initially stated that a man attempted to possibly behead another man randomly selected and attacked a woman as well. And they were both in the hospital due to their injuries. They're not releasing details. They don't. They say they don't have a motive. They don't believe that he's connected with any terrorist group. But what we're seeing in the media nowadays is this kind of cover up of the nationality, two, the motive or the religious ideology of these attackers. So where a story might cover all kinds of things and talk about their background, who they were, their job, things like that. Nowadays, you see these very short stories in the news where they say there was a stabbing in Roanoke. Authorities initially believed that he tried to behead them. This guy went to Turkey. A big clue is the fact that he said Allahu Akbar while attacking them. So it's these kind of clues. You get like little bites of the truth in it. But if you were to read the headline, which many people just read the headlines of these stories, a lot of times the headlines don't match what's going on in the story. So it'll say, for instance, in the Switzerland attack, they said a Swiss national was behind the attack. And they said that it was really weird. In the story, if you read the article, it was saying that the man had a normal name for a Swiss man, and all these different things. And my gut, the fact that we had seen multiple attacks, one in Austria with an Afghani Axeman where ISIS had taken responsibility, and this guy, the fact he indiscriminately attacked people, including a 6-year-old child, lit them on fire. I mean, to me, it just fit the. And I'm not a expert in criminology, but you see a pattern. And there's a pattern of these attacks taking place all across Europe. This one's, I think it was only 40 miles from the attack in Austria. So I kind of had a real powerful gut feeling that this guy was connected in some way with Islam, possibly even ISIS. And so I just dug around, and all the Google results were, Yahoo News, ABC affiliate here, the local affiliate, and then some local Swiss papers that were not telling us the man's name. And here we are 3 weeks later, we can't even get the name of the guy. And so how can we ever be informed about these threats? There's a real threat. These people are attacking all over the world now. And so I just searched around and I found a Breitbart article where in the Breitbart article it says that the man was a foreigner. But we don't know his name yet. In both the stories, they're not releasing the names of the assailants, these attackers. And these are massacres, just like the Pulse nightclub and the San Bernardino. And if it wasn't for initial reports, if it wasn't for the information getting out quickly, I'm convinced that even in the Pulse nightclub attack, we would still not know that the attacker was connected with Al-Qaeda or ISIS and Islam. And then it comes out that his father is going to Hillary Clinton events and endorsing Hillary Clinton on camera. So I think when you look at the way the mainstream media is aligning with Hillary and covering up for all her criminal activity, and the same thing goes in France with Holland and Merkel in Germany. And so when you have the mainstream media aligning with the government, it's in their interests to cover up the source of these attacks, which is related to this open border policy. And so hopefully we'll find out what's going on in Roanoke, where this guy came from. But as of right now, we don't know. A spokeswoman came out later after this authority said that the attacker, they believe, attempted to try to behead this victim. A spokeswoman came out a few days later saying that while the man had cuts and abrasions all over his body, there's no clear evidence that that's what was going on, that he was actually trying to behead them. So it's almost like they're trying to backpedal and kind of, cover up those initial reports, the ones that tend to be the most accurate. It's the initial on-the-ground reporting that you see being pulled back later on when the FBI and these federal officials come in to kind of sanitize the story. And so I think it's important for people to get out there, and that's why they want to get rid of these comment sections, because they don't want people questioning this narrative in the Yahoo news stories, on ABC, on The Verge. Just like Paul Joseph Watson reported about, they're getting rid of these comment sections because they are destroying the mainstream media's ability to control information and control this narrative. So definitely support alternative media. Get out there, look for the truth, and share these stories. Share the truth. They're trying to shut down Breitbart right now. They're saying that they don't have a right to be out there, and I'm just an individual reporter. But if they can take out Breitbart, if they can take out Drudge, then it'll be really easy for them to control this information and prevent people from knowing about these threats.